All right. So since clearly I cannot, afford this game right now, I cannot buy it. I cannot play it. I decided to check out some footage from other YouTube content creators who have this game. I want to look into the beginning of the game to see how it looks. Obviously, you have to have a VR headset to put it on to truly appreciate this game, but I just want to see what the game is in the beginning so it will give me some idea. So I just want to give you guys my thoughts and opinions on this Alien Rogue Incursion, because you guys know I'm a huge fan of Alien. So anything regarding aliens, predators, I'm in, man. Xenomorphs, predators, all that stuff. I love that lore. That lore of aliens and predators. I mean, 40. I'm 45, 46 years old, man. I grew up watching these movies. So when I heard about this, when I heard about Alien, Rogue Incursion. Now, I just want to clarify a couple of things. Alien Rogue Incursion, it's not just exclusive to PlayStation VR 2. I just want to clarify that. It's also available on PC, and you can also play it next year on MetaQuest 3. Now, I personally believe the best version will be the PlayStation VR 2 version because of, obvious reasons. OLED screen, 110 field of view, high dynamic range, haptic feedback, spatial 3D audio, etc., etc. These controllers, right? So I think the experience will be the best on PlayStation VR 2. Now, that's just my personal, perspective on that. But anyway, let's look at this. Let's see what's going on in the beginning of this game. I'm not going to go throughout the whole game. I just want to see what the beginning looks like. So this will give me some idea, what the Alien Rogue Incursion it's all about. So let's check it out.
We are here. Welcome to Perdan. Come for the salt deserts, stay for the tolerably breathable atmosphere.
Got eyes on the surface? Any sign of Carver?
A magnetic storm is limiting visibility, but we are approaching the rendezvous point. Castor's Cradle should be coming into hailing range shortly.
Transmit the landing codes.
Transmitting. No response. Should we decrypt the file he sent?
No. We're only supposed to decrypt the disk he sent if he doesn't show. We have the rendezvous details. That's enough. He dragged me off a battlefield I should have died on. He's earned my trust.
His employers will have questions about us, though. What do you want me to tell them?
I mean, definitely can't say Zula Hendricks and Davis One, AWOL Marines, requesting landing at your covert facility to extract your chief of security.
I'll do the usual lost working Joe routine. Come in, Perdan. Requesting emergency permission to land. Odd. Off-world communications are being jammed by some kind of interference.
Incoming! Damage report.
Starboard thruster at 50%. Engines are critical.
Can you get us close to the rendezvous point?
I can try.
Davis, put us down.
Brace for impact.
Oh man, this is already looking good. It's like a movie, right? So you're playing this character called Zulu and her android David. And I'm not sure why they're coming to this planet. They need to extract something or rescue someone or something. I don't know. But what I'm seeing here in the beginning, you are inside this shuttle as you're flying down and they have crashed. This is such a good beginning setup for this story of this game. And keep in mind, we're looking at the video footage. When you put on the VR headset, right? When you put this bad boy on, here, let me show you this bad boy. When you put this bad boy, this thing right here, when you put this on, then that's when you truly will appreciate this game, right? So, but this will give me some idea. This will give me some better idea on what I can expect once I start finally playing this game. Okay, so everybody should understand that watching this video just gives you an idea. Experience, you got to put on a headset. That is the only way. This guy is playing this on a PlayStation 5 Pro. That's what he wrote down. What's his name? Gamers Pray. Thank you, Gamers Pray.
Are you all right?
You tell me. What's our status?
Intact, but suboptimal. Engines are critical with significant damage to several airflow valves. I'm still attempting to get sensors back online, but no sign of additional hostilities as of yet.
I'm not sure if that's good news or bad news. We should be swarming with station security after that grand entrance.
It is possible we encountered automated defenses. I will attempt to make contact, but we need to do something about the engines. How's your back? Can you walk?
Let's find out. It seems like I'll be okay once I get a couple stems in me.
I fully stocked the medbay before our departure.
Find out what we dropped in on. I'll patch myself up and see what I can do about the engines.
Copy that. Go attend to your biological maintenance.
Biological maintenance.
I like how it has that whole movie feel experience, right? As you are, checking out the rooms and getting out of the shuttle.
Much better.
The atmosphere, the sound, design, all of this really puts you in that alien world. And that's, I think this is where they've got it right. So right away, what I'm looking at here, what they got right is the fact that they got the atmosphere, they got the look, they got the feel, and of course, when you put on the PlayStation VR2 headset, you will be so immersed into this world of Alien. I think this could be, the Alien game that we have been waiting for in VR, and this is definitely my first impression, looking pretty good, But then again, I have to put on a headset. I get it, but what I'm seeing here, my first impressions, looks pretty good.
Hey Hendricks, guessing you've got a lot of questions right about now. I wanted to explain everything in person, but it looks like you'll need to come find the answers. This disk image will synchronize your data pad with GES's systems. Your tablet will be able to interface with the computer terminals here, and will contain a basic map of Castor's Cradle. I wish it was more, but I can't risk this message getting flagged. I'll have the rest of the intel with me, no matter what. Gemini Exoplanet Solutions and BG Swift need to be exposed, Zula. I'm sorry for all this, but there's no one else I can trust to make the hard choices. The same ones I failed to make. I need to make this right. For Deja, you threw everything away to do the right thing. This is me trying to catch up to you.
Jesus, Ben. What have you gotten yourself into?
I've successfully cleared the aft engine hallway. Unlocking the door now.
On my way.
So there seems to be a story here. This colonial marine, obviously, it's related to Zula, and Zula is your main character. Of course, David, it's the android. He's a supporting character. You see, this is what I like. I like when the video game has a story and a character development, not just some generic, just throw you in, fight the aliens. It's all about that story and a character development. Now, adding all of this other stuff, that's a bonus, obviously. The atmosphere, the design, what H.R. Giger has designed with the aliens, and what Ridley Scott has designed with the whole setup of the alien world with that shoehorn ship, right? And then, of course, you got, James Cameron as well with aliens and what he has designed with these colonial places and these different planets and colonial marines. So it's good to see that developers of this game have did their homework. They did their homework. They make sure that everything was done properly. And when you have 20th century games giving you all of the access of all of the aliens assets to get everything right, that makes it even more easier, obviously, when you have that license and full support from the studio. 20th Century Games, which is 20th Century. We used to be 20th Century Fox, but Disney bought it, so now it's 20th Century Studios. I will always remember it's 20th Century Fox, but anyway, which is News Corporation. But they sold it to Disney. Now Disney has it. So anyway, this is good. I like what I'm seeing.
But encountered the same long-range jamming that blocked our hails.
So, we're stranded. What's the situation outside the ship?
No sign of Carver, nor anyone else, for that matter. Scanners turned up nothing aside from magnetic interference. The conditions here are perfect for covering illicit activity.
Time to find some answers the old-fashioned way, then. Keep an eye out for Carver, or anyone else for that matter. I'll do a quick survey of the area and report back.
If we have no choice but to separate, let's at least ensure your gear is fully functional. Can you check your motion tracker for damage?
It can still pick up nearsighted scents, at least.
Cute. I stowed your rifle in the compartment up here.
Nice pulse rifle.
Check.
You'll
Nice.
find ammo in the compartment to the right.
Davis, why'd you unload my rifle?
Proper firearm safety is important when the unexpected occurs. Like
All right, his name is Davis, but I like a little homage to David, right? If you watch Prometheus, if you watch Alien Covenant, David, right? David is the alien that what's his name? Yutani. My goodness, the Peter Wayland. Peter Wayland Yutani has created the android David. Remember, and David is the one that took all that black liquid, and he went to the engineers' planet and he just dumped all that stuff on the population. So, but it's good that they're using Davis, because David was the name of the alien. I mean, the android of Yutani, Peter Wayland Yutani. So that's pretty cool. But this guy's name is Davis. So you got Zulu. I'm sorry, Zulu, and Davis. Or is it Zula? No, Zula and Davis. I'm sorry, Zula and Davis. So you're playing Zula, main character, and Davis is your android companion. So the way the game is set up in the beginning, it's pretty cool. So right there, I am already, excited. Interesting characters, interesting story. It's in VR, so it's kind of like you're like an actor putting on that VR headset. So you're experiencing this like cinematic experience, thrilling cinematic experience, and it's for $40. I mean, you can't go wrong with $40 for this game. Now, why I can't buy it? Because again, I don't talk about my private life, but I'm really in a tough situation right now where $40, even $40, I can't. I'm not gonna go into detail about my private life and what I'm going through. It's no one's business. But just so you know, I can't. It may not be a big deal for you, but it is a big deal for me. $40, it's a big deal for me. So anyway, let's continue.
During crash landings.
Well, look at you, Mr. Regulations. Couple mags left. That's everything. Ready to roll out.
I'll radio you if the situation changes. Stay safe out there. It appears our door sustained damage in the crash as well.
Man, nothing is going to plan today. What do we do about it?
It's possible the lever is not sending the signal to disengage the electromagnetic lock circuit.
So, we just have to break the circuit then.
I do not like the way you're saying that. Zula, really? Firing inside the ship?
Carver's counting on us. Time to be delicate.
Wow, look at this. Look at this, huh?
Enjoy.
Oh, wow.
For the sake of expediency.
Thanks. I'll be back when I have some answers.
What I'm seeing here right now, it's already looking impressive. The atmosphere, this planet, the sound. I can only imagine what it must feel like to use one of these bad boys, right? This again, for the record, I'm just giving you my perspective on what I'm seeing here in the video. But of course, the experience is when you put on the headset and you start using these controllers and start feeling that haptic feedback and adaptive triggers, right? And the adaptive feedback on your forehead through headset and the spatial 3D audio, right? This is where this experience will, of course, be the most enjoyable. But what I'm looking at here right now, it's really impressive. And this gives me a pretty good idea what I can expect with this VR experience. Look, I'm going to play this in the future regardless, because anything Alien, dude, I'm in. Whether it's good or bad, I don't care about the reviews. I'm an Alien fan. I'm a Predators fan, so if it's Aliens, Predators, lore, I'm in it,
Looks like there's an additional entry point in the garage. But you may encounter similar issues if the facility is locked down.
Copy that. I'll keep an eye out for a key card while I try the garage. Davis, come in.
Error code
It's just a busted synth.
1016.
Any indications of what
Report
damage
to
it is?
supervisor.
Something fried it. Looks like the wiring around here falls short of safety code.
Unfortunate for them, but it could be an opportunity for ingress.
Open sesame.
Logistic airlock. Nice.
Lockdown protocols are in effect. Override controls are located at nearest panic room.
Hey, Davis? Any guesses why Castor's Cradle needed panic rooms?
Allegedly, this is a mining and research facility that developed prosthetics. I suspect that may have been a cover story.
Honestly, this is like a movie experience. Like, this is exactly what I want in a Alien VR game. I want to feel like I'm in an Alien Romulus or Aliens movie or Alien movie. I just want that whole Alien feel. And I think they got it, man. They nailed it here. Like the build-up, you know, the way the game, it's set up in the beginning and the build-up, slow build-up, just like in the movies. And there's a little slow build-up. And then as you go to the second chapter, you know, I mean, second act, third act of that chapter of the game, then it builds up even more, and then you're dealing with all these aliens, xenomorphs. So I like this. I like the fact that you have to, you know, fix these doors and work on these fuses so you can open the doors and all that. This is all pretty good, interactive. So it's not just a generic shoot 'em up with a pulse rifle type game. So you also do other things, and there's a story here, there's a character development, and this is really good. There's honestly 2 games in VR. Actually, 4. 4 games in VR that I really want to try. Alien, Rogue Incursion, it's number 1. Number 2, Batman, Arkham Shadow, number 2. Number 3, Metro VR, Metro Exodus. I'm sorry, Metro Exodus VR. It's number 3. Number 4, Behemoth. Behemoth is number 4. So these 4 VR games I'm really excited to play. So Alien, Rogue Incursion, Batman Arkham Shadow, Metro Exodus VR, and Behemoth. So these 4 VR games, honestly, it's what I want to play. Hopefully next year, you know, once my financial situation settles down, once I have a job and everything's taken care of, and I have the money to play these games and buy these games, right? So we'll see next year. Keep my fingers crossed. One day at a time, guys. One day at a time. You know what I mean? That's the way you should live life. One day at a time. No one can guarantee you what's going to happen tomorrow, the next week, the next year. Just one day at a time. One day at a time, man. One day at a time. That's my motto. Anyway, let's continue.
Datapad accepted. Releasing nearby door controls. Please wait.
Zula, I've analyzed the intel Carver sent us. The datapad alone grants limited access to the facility. An employee's PDT keycard will be needed for more than a cursory search.
No sign of Carver yet. We'll have to find someone else's then.
And that's pretty cool. How you can read the messages just like in the original Alien, right? You can tell they spend a lot of effort on the design to make sure that everything looks legit from Alien World and Aliens World. So kudos to the developers on making sure that they get it right. You know, when I first heard about this game, I thought, I hope this is not some kind of a generic movie license, quick cash grab type VR experience, but you can tell that they really have put an effort to get it right and to. Well, there it is. There they are. There's the aliens, man, xenomorphs.
So this is why you called us, Carver. Davis, I've got bad news. We've got X-rays.
There are xenomorphs down there. Where are you? I'll meet you immediately.
No. I need you working on the ship if we're gonna leave in a hurry.
Very well. Be careful, Zula.
So her name is Zula. He's Davis. Got it.
Davis, this place is giving me the creeps. Feels like I'm being watched. Going radio silent. Gotta hear him coming.
Understood. Please check in when possible.
Now, keep in mind, you know, again, we're looking through a video. Now, this individual, Gamer Spray, for him, obviously, this is more immersive because he has a headset on. He's got the spatial 3D audio sound. He's got the haptic feedback, adaptive triggers, all of that. So for him, obviously, this is more immersive. For us, it's not as immersive because we're just looking at the video, right? But this gives me a good idea, perspective on what I can expect. And that's why I'm doing this impression, my very first impression. So that way I know what I'm getting into. You know, one of the good things about the YouTube is you can check out other people's walkthroughs and playthroughs before you purchase a game. And I think this gives you a much better understanding whether or not you should purchase the game or buy the game or play the game. So that's one of the unique things about, one of the perks about the YouTube is that you can do this, that you can watch this as a fair use. This is a fair use, obviously. You know, I'm not stealing this person's video. I'm just using it as a fair use to look at this video, which that's what I'm doing. I'm giving my impressions. I'm giving my commentary. I'm not like copy and pasting his video, his walkthrough. I'm using his walkthrough in the beginning here just so I can see what the game it's all about and give you guys my honest first impression, thoughts, and my perspective on this VR game. So this is under fair use. So I just want to, you know, make sure if the person is, you know, watching this Gamer Spray, I'm just using this as a fair use, so I can just have a better idea what this game it's all about. That's all.
Wait until motor pool purge is complete.
Look at the atmosphere of the snow, right? And there they are. Look, you can see the xenomorphs. They're right there on the top right corner. Nice. You got a radar scanner.
Facility containment protocols in effect. Would you like to restore functionality?
I'm definitely getting the Alien Covenant an Alien Romulus feeling here, and that's good. Alien Romulus, great movie. I mean, if you haven't seen it, highly recommend go see it. They're doing a sequel to Alien Romulus. The ending of the Alien Romulus was really good. Highly recommend that you go watch the movie. Well, now you get to play this game and watch Alien Romulus. How about that? You got yourself an alien xenomorph Christmas. Not bad. Not bad at all, right? Obviously, this will be more claustrophobic. This will be more immersive once you put on the headset. Obviously, putting on that headset, VR. You know, this is what I've been telling everybody. You know, you can watch so many videos regarding VR and how immersive VR is, right? To listen to other content creators to tell you their experience, what it's like to use the VR headset. But until you start using the VR headset yourself, I don't think you truly understand the experience. So this is why it's important. It's very important to experience VR. Whether we're talking PlayStation VR 2 or whether we're talking MetaQuest 3, MetaQuest 3S, right? It doesn't matter. As long as you experience VR, then you'll understand. Look, you can see the alien. Look, right above. Look at that, right above. There's the alien, dude. Xenomorph, right above, dude. Right above. How cool is that? And imagine how creepy it is for this guy. Gamer Spray, him, you know, wearing the headset. And then while he's going around through these, you know, these, what you call it, these corridors of whatever the sewage is, whatever this is. And then he sees right above him, there's a xenomorph walking. So this is where the immersion, I think, will come in.
Can't see a damn thing in here.
When you put on that headset. So for my audience who's watching this, whether you're watching it, you know, later or if you're watching in a premiere, that's really the bottom line. For those of you who don't have a VR headset, you know, I said this to my friend Shuki, you know, prior to him buying PlayStation VR 2 and MetaQuest 3. I told him the only way to find out for you, my friend, is to buy the headset, put it on. That's it. When it comes to VR, you have to put on a headset. This is the only way. I can talk about it for days, for weeks, for months. Might give you some idea, but giving you the idea, it's not the same thing as you see. Giving you the idea, it's not the same thing as you experiencing it for yourself. This goes for everything. You can listen to a pilot to tell you what it's like to fly a plane, you know, Mach 4, or I'm sorry, Mach 2. I'm sorry, Mach 2, right? Mach 2 or Mach 3. What that experience is like. Obviously, you if you go Mach 5, dude, holy shit. But let's say Mach 2. What it's like to feel those G's with Mach 2, with that kind of speed. Sure, that's something you have to experience. That's not something you can just, you know, listen to someone talk about. They might give you some perspective, idea, but until you actually go on that Super Hornet, Blue Angels F-18 Super Hornet, then you have no idea until you're sitting in the back seat and the pilot is spinning you around. Then you know. Everything's experience. You know, everything in life comes through experience. This is the one lesson I have learned. Everything in life comes through experience. You can read many books you want to read, and I'm not saying you shouldn't read books about all of these things, but until you experience it, you have no idea. So same goes with the VR. Until you experience the VR, You just don't know. So, what do I think so far? Looking at this, I mean, maybe I can scroll down a little bit and let me see. I don't want to spoil this game too much.
Xenomorphs aren't the only thing drawn by loud alarms.
How things go with the ship?
Still no sign of Carver or anyone else. I was unable to get a message off-world either. Yet the more concerning issue is the state of the ship. The engines are stable, but we'll need an estimated week's worth of repairs before it will fly again whatsoever.
Lovely. No sign of Carver either. Plenty of xenomorphs, though. To top it all off, looks like this keycard I found won't work with my biometrics either.
Now that we're in the facility proper, maybe we can find a lead on solving at least one of those issues.
It's not like we're going anywhere. Let's toss the place.
So I'll tell you what I like. My first impressions, I'll tell you what I like. I like the slow build up, the slow pace and the way it's building everything up. And I like that it has a cinematic experience, that has a character development. You know, you're learning about this Zula and this android Davis as they're going through their journey here. So I like this whole setup of a cinematic movie VR experience that they're putting in this game. So it's not just a mindless, generic shoot 'em up type alien game. It actually has a character development, has a story. So that's good. Me personally, I like that. I like that. And the fact that they have included this with a $40 price tag, that's pretty darn good, man. Pretty darn good, as they say. Darn. I haven't used that word, darn good, but I like to use it once in a while. Pretty darn good. Again, as I stated previously, until you put on a VR headset, I don't mean to repeat myself like some broken record, until you put on a VR headset, obviously, once you put on a VR headset, that's where the experience will become more enjoyable. This, again, for PlayStation VR 2, you know, if you have I'm glad that I never sold my PSVR 2, because if I buy a PC adapter, I can use it with my PC, and I get to play all of these PlayStation VR 2 games, including Gran Turismo, my favorite, Gran Turismo 7. I wish that I could play this. I wish that I could play Behemoth. I wish that I could play Batman Arkham Shadow, but, you know, my Christmas 2024, it's a poor Christmas. Just kidding. Hey, look, man, it's all good. There's always another Christmas, all right? There's a Christmas every year. There's holidays every year, all right? There's always a holiday every year. Okay, so if you didn't have a good holiday this year, that's okay. You got next year. If this year sucked, well, next year could be better, or the year after could be better. So, you know, it's not the end of the world, you know. Just because this holiday sucked for me doesn't mean the next year holiday it's going to suck. You know, just because this year sucked for me doesn't mean next year will suck. So you have to look at it that way, man. You know, I mean, it sucks. I'm not gonna lie. It sucks that I can't afford these games, that I can't play them. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that it doesn't suck. It sucks, but I'm not gonna sit here and you know, bitch and moan about it. You know,
This is gonna be hell on my
and I mean.
spine.
It is what it is. You know, that's life. You know, suck it up, swallow it, and move on. Don't bitch and moan. You know, because I don't like doing that. I don't like bitching and moaning about, you know, oh. I'm not the only one dealing with issues and problems in life. Everybody's dealing with something, okay? It's not about what I want. It's about what I can reach, what I can afford. You know. I still didn't get paid from YouTube. I mean, I'm still waiting to get paid from YouTube. I didn't get paid for 3 months, man. Since October, man, I didn't get paid. So I'm still waiting for YouTube to pay me, man. Like, Jesus. That's how bad it is, man. And the YouTube and the whole payment process is such pain in the behind, man. It's such a pain in my behind. You know, no wonder the Dr. Disrespect is going to Rumble, you know. YouTube has become really... I love YouTube, but my God, all these rules and all of this bureaucracy, all of this stuff you have to jump through, and now they're using the artificial intelligence for everything. I don't like that. I don't like the artificial intelligence. AI is checking your videos, making sure it's appropriate, not appropriate, making sure the algorithm, do you meet the algorithm? Do you fit in the algorithm? Do you fit into this? Do you fit into that? What happened to the good old days when a human would review your video, when human would look at your video, when human would say, hold on a second. Why are we using this generic robotic artificial intelligence to shuffle and decide what should be recommended, what shouldn't be recommended? You know, YouTube is not what it used to be. I've been working YouTube for 10 years. Trust me. I know what YouTube was back in 2016, 2015, 2014, 2013, and I know what YouTube is now in 2024. You know, especially now at the end of this year, going into 2025. It's a different beast. YouTube, it's a different beast right now. And if you are starting a channel here on YouTube, good luck, man. I mean, good luck, because you're gonna need it. Unless you got some heavy sponsors, some heavy hitters, some giant big corporations of sponsors. That's like the only way, man, that you're gonna reach the that full potential of the algorithm. But if you don't have that, if you don't have, you know, some heavy hitters to help you with the sponsors, man, forget it. You know, it's just just forget it. And I'm not the only one, man. Let me tell you, I've seen so many content creators out there. I mean, they're so good. They're so talented. Great production, everything. And they only get like 400, 300 views a week. I was like, what? It's the AI algorithm, man. It's just... Look, I said this millions of times. I'm not a fan of AI. I don't like anything AI. When I hear the word artificial intelligence, I want to puke in my soup. I'm not a fan of AI. I don't like AI. Ever since I've seen, you know, 2001 Space Odyssey, HAL 3000, I was like, no thank you. No thank you. I mean, look at this, Davis. This Android. Can you trust this Android? Can you? That's an AI. Can you trust that? Yeah, I don't think so. I can trust a human to a certain degree because human has a compassion. Human has a soul. Human can relate to something that you might be going through. A robot cannot relate to anything that you're going through. It's just because it doesn't know, doesn't feel, doesn't have the soul, doesn't have the spirit, doesn't have the emotion, so it doesn't know. Okay? And that's why I'm terrified of AI. That's why I'm not a huge fan of artificial intelligence, anything. Okay? And that's just my perspective. I think Elon Musk feels the same way. I think Elon Musk, I think he said publicly he's terrified of AI. And genuinely you can tell, like when he did that video years back, he says, Ooh, I'm terrified of AI. I'm just terrified of AI. He might have mentioned it to Joe Rogan that he's terrified of AI. Like numerous of times he said, like he looked Joe Rogan straight in the face, says, "Man, I'm afraid, terrified of AI." And so am I, dude. So am I. I don't like it. I don't like that people are embracing the AI. I don't like the artificial intelligence being embraced by NVIDIA and everybody else. I just don't like it. That it's being implemented everywhere. It's being used everywhere. That the artificial intelligence is now being implemented in every corner of our lives. Just not a fan of that. Just not.
Still legal. Sourced through various governments after execution.
So what? We're a dumping ground for political dissidents now? And the things we're doing to them,
Stop, just stop. Let me ask you a simple question.
I'm dry.
What would happen if you both got fired at the same time?
excuse me?
Could you pay for colony housing without the employment subsidy?
It's not like you can just throw us out.
No, of course not.
Okay, there's something I noticed. The pulse rifle movement. Why is he using one hand? I mean, you should be using two hands. So I'm kind of like, again, it's hard to judge the movements of the rifle because I don't know how this individual, what's his name? Gamer Prey. If you're watching this, most likely you're watching this. If you're watching this, Gamer Prey, if you could maybe leave a comment, how are you using this rifle? Are you using it with a one hand, or are you using it with two hands? I think you will be more accurate if you're using it with two hands, and I think you will be also more accurate if you're playing this standing up. So there's two things here I think that a player should do. Don't play this game sitting. Don't play this game sitting. Play this game standing up in this posture and do this, because I think this will give you a much better perspective, much better, more immersive experience. But hey, whatever floats your boat. If you want to use a one hand, that's fine by me. Maybe the guy want to be sitting down for whatever reason. Listen, we all have medical disabilities where we can't be standing, we have to be sitting. So I'm not here to judge, but me personally, I think the best way to play this game would be standing up, not sitting down, standing up, and then controlling your pulse rifle like that. That's just my opinion, okay? But if you're watching this Gamer Spray, thank you for this video. And please comment. I want to give him the credit for uploading this video. Thank you. Because of you, man, I get to experience at least a little bit. So I'm going to subscribe to his channel. I want to give the guy a credit for uploading this. So I see that the video is 4 hours and 14 minutes. Is this a short campaign experience? Look, it's $40. It's $40, and think about it. Once you pay $40, you get to replay this as many times as possible. It'll cost you $40 to go see a movie. Okay, so you got to pay for the parking, buy a popcorn. So let's say it's you and your girlfriend, or you and your wife and children, right? Well, children will not be watching this movie. So let's just say it's you and your wife, babysitters looking after children. So it's you and your wife, right? $18 each, right? Parking ticket, you got to go pay for the parking, coming out of the parking garage, going to the movie theater, buying a popcorn, drinks, all that stuff adds up, right? And there's your $40 just for the movie. But the difference between watching a movie in a movie theater for $40 versus this you own, and you can always experience this. Once you pay $40, this is yours. I don't care that it's 4 hours and 14 minutes. Maybe he edit this. Maybe he kind of speed run through this. I don't know how he put this video together. So I think it's worth it. I think it's a fair price. It's $40, and it also supports PS5 Pro, 4K enhancements. So I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it, you know, because you can replay this experience as many times as you want for $40, and I think that's a pretty good price, you know, for $40, you know. But anyway, that's just my opinion, you know.
Your GES contract stipulates
One
that
left.
should you be unable to pay, you'll be placed into cold storage for a free trip home on the next rotation. I'm thinking BG Swift has a lot of free pods now that we've pulled some bodies for
There's
inbreak
gotta be
samples.
something useful
We
around here.
could keep you and your wife down there with the others. After all, we've never had any mix-ups.
You.
Quitters never win, Susan. Do your job. Collect your wages. And there'll be a nice bonus in it this year. Don't cross me again.
This is illegal.
Oh, you got some proof it happened? Get out and get back to work.
Any luck finding out where Carver is?
Not yet. But I did find a way to upgrade the biometrics on your clearance card.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Or we will be.
I can analyze their system for a way to replicate biometric data, but it may take a while. If I had an existing employee's drive, it would speed up the process substantially.
You keep looking for any leads on Carver, I'll go find one for you. On my way back.
Please scan them in the terminal once you arrive.
Again, he's probably using a one hand, and that's fine. You know, everyone's different. Everyone plays games differently. But I would have preferred to use it like this, you know, with both hands. What I'm seeing here so far, I tell you what, I like the atmosphere. I like the story so far in this game. I like these two characters, Zula and Davis. It really feels like a movie experience, like you are watching like you are being immersed into playing a role of this character, like you are the actor. Like imagine putting yourself in a movie, and now you are the actor. You put on the VR headset. Now you are the actor. You're the one walking around, right? In doing all of this and making your own decisions on how you want to play. See, the beauty about video games is you can choose to be your own director. You can choose how you want to play this. Do you want to take your time? Do you want to go fast? Do you want to go deeper and collect some more audio logs so you can learn more about what happened here in this facility, right? So I like this. It's a good experience, you know. And I'm glad that it's not just a generic, movie license, shoot 'em up, go in there, gun blazing type VR game. That it's actually story driven, character driven. So you're learning more as you progress throughout the story. Obviously, I'm not gonna watch this entire thing. I just needed to kind of give myself some perspective here on this game. I don't want to spoil too much of this, so I'm gonna bring it up here. So what I have experienced in the first hour of this game. What are we now? 55 minutes and 16 seconds. 55 minutes, 18 seconds. This 1 hour of this first impression, I have realized that this is something that I will enjoy. Again, I don't expect everyone to enjoy this, but me personally, I think I personally will enjoy this because I like these types of games. I like games that have a character-driven, character development story. I want to learn more about Zula and what her story is, and this android Davis, and of course the colonial marine that she was referring to, and you know, this this compound, whatever this is, these facilities that they're here to rescue someone, I think, or to find someone. So this it's a great setup for beginning of this game. It's set up nicely. So obviously I don't want to spoil any more than this. But this, it's something that I'm already excited about. Look, I was excited about this game regardless of what the score is, good, bad, whatever, mediocre. Recently I was playing Aliens Dark Descent. I'm into anything that's aliens, predators, related. I'm into that whole lore of aliens, RoboCop, all of this, you know, Indiana Jones, anything from the 80s, man. I'm in it. So it's kind of cool to see that we have a proper Alien VR game. Now, which one's more scarier? I think Isolation is more scarier because Isolation gives you limited weapons to use to defend yourself. Alien Isolation is more about survival. Hide, and collect some items, and you have to figure out how to survive. So you're always on the edge. Like, it's very tense. It has a very tense, scary, claustrophobic, anxiety-driven type of heart racing, you know, tense moments, and that was done on purpose. So I think Alien Isolation, obviously, it's more scarier, but this is more of like Alien Covenant, Alien Romulus. It's really about like story driven, that it's a set in an alien world. But more of a story-driven VR experience, cinematic story-driven experience, which I like. So, I think from what I have witnessed so far, I would definitely pick this up. You know, even if you're not an Alien fan, I think on your PlayStation VR 2, I can certainly see you enjoying this for $40. Like I said, $40, you can play this anytime you want. Versus you going to see a movie with your girlfriend or with your wife, right? That's going to cost you roughly around $40, parking, drinks, and this and that. The movie tickets for you and your wife, right? So you're looking at $40, but that's only one movie to watch. Let's say you went to see Alien Romulus with your wife, right? Not to mention you had to pay your babysitter to look after your kids while you two are watching the movie. So $40 to see a movie one time in a movie theater, right? Versus you buying this and you get to enjoy it, you get to own it, and it's yours forever. You get to enjoy this whole Alien VR experience. So I think $40 is justified. I don't think it's expensive. Who knows, you might be able to find it cheaper somewhere on a CD keys for like $29. But either way, I think this is worth the price of the admission, in my opinion. Too bad that I cannot enjoy it right now. I know I'm missing out on so many games. I'm missing out on this. I'm missing out on The Thing. I'm missing out on what you call it, Metro Exodus. I'm missing out on Silent Hill 2. I'm missing out on Behemoth. I'm missing out on a what other games? I'm trying to remember. What else? I know I'm missing out on a bunch of games. Okay, I'm missing out on a bunch of games right now. Even Dragon's Age. I'm missing out on Dragon's Age. I know. But hey, it is what it is, right? Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this 1 hour video. Special thanks to Gamers Pray. Let's give the guy a recognition for uploading this video. Let's give him the proper recognition. So Gamers Pray. Thank you, Gamers Pray. Appreciate it, man. And there you have it. That's the video. That's the end of the video. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Okay. People ask me about the live streams. It'll be a while till I can come back to live streams. Okay, it'll be a while. Okay, live streams will come back. I just don't know when. I do have a plan to bring back the live streams. I just don't know when that will be. So I will keep you posted. I will let you know once I'm able to live stream. But right now, I'm just not there yet to be live streaming. I'm not ready to live stream yet, but I will let you know when the time comes in. But I'm certainly coming back for live streams. And I know you guys have so many questions, so much stuff you want to talk to me about, so much you want to tell me. I know. But you'll just have to wait a little bit longer, and then I will keep you posted. I will let you know. Okay? Thank you guys. Love you all. Happy holidays. Stay safe out there, and enjoy yourselves, man. It's a holiday season. Make the best of it. Whatever you're going through, whatever situations you got dealing with, try to make the best of it, and live in the moment. Don't worry about the past because you can't fix it. Don't worry about the future because you can't control it. Just live in the moment. Live in this moment. Enjoy it, and life is too short, man. Whatever time you have, it's luck. Make the best of it. Enjoy yourself. It's the best advice I can give, man. I don't know what else to tell you. Honestly, this is from the heart. This is honestly from the heart, from the soul. It's the best advice I can give you. Other than that, love you guys. Be good. Take care of yourselves. Happy holidays. Enjoy yourselves. And God bless. Take care.